episode is basically just going to be us kind of talking about all our characters and kind of introducing the scene. So we'll go one by one and we'll introduce ourselves, our character, kind of give a little bit of backstory to the character, and then Anthony, our DM, is going to tell us what the fuck is going on in the world. So, who wants to go first?
Ladies first.
Yeah, I think you should go first, Dante.
Yeah, Dante, go.
Okay. Hello, my name is Dante, also known as Wondrous One on such things as Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, and Steam. I am the host and producer for this show, and I'm also playing a Goliath Warlock named Gauov Grim Seer Balthak Gali.
Is there like a shortcut we can call him, because there's no way we're all gonna remember that.
Just call him Grim Seer.
Perfect.
Or Grim. Just call him Grim.
Are you going to speak in a Jamaican accent?
I was actually considering it because I was trying to figure out what accent I was going to use for this guy, and I went from Russian to Jamaican, just like... And I feel like that works for, a Warlock. My character is bound to one of the Great Old Ones. So the specific one is the Nameless One. I basically sold myself into servitude to save my tribe, and the thanks that I got was banishment from my tribe because the changes that the Great Old One put to me. My chief no longer considered me a Goliath, and he considered me a threat to our people's safety.
Alright, and just for game mechanics purposes, can you tell me what your ideal is?
Yeah, let me open up my character sheet again. My ideal... my ideals is... I'm in an unfortunate situation, but it comes with power. Power that I will use to survive.
Alright, what is your bond?
My master will tell me to do horrible things that I do not wish to do, but I must for my tribe's sake. Even though they just abandoned me, I still want them to be safe.
Oh, I do like this one, thank you. And the flaw?
I don't sleep very much. I get visions of tentacles and horrors that flood my mind. Or something much worse very often is just a black void with the dying screams of my entire race.
Awkward.
And this is a tool, and I understand that this is a tool that my master uses to control my will and keep my mind weak so he can control it. But I must fight back.
Oh, and before we actually introduce another character, just for people who might be watching who doesn't really know the D&D 5th edition system, the ideals, bonds, and flaws are basically 3 character traits that can give you inspiration, which is basically like a huge bonuses on certain critical role that you actually decide. So
if you just reroll
according to those, you just say, okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration, roll 2d20 instead of 1, and pick the higher one. So it's basically free advantage that we call it. And I think, Josh, do you want to introduce your character next?
Sure. My character is Gel the Great, a half-orc sorcerer who thinks he's a wizard. He was a beggar until one of the masters of the House of Wonder saw him use a magic spell to pick someone's pocket and let him study there, and then he got expelled a week later.
The end.
And yeah,
That's a sad story. So what's your ideal?
He seems to be the greatest wizard ever to prove the school wrong.
Alright, what's your bond?
His pet gray squirrel, Alfonso.
Yep. And your flaw?
His dirty sense of humor gets him in trouble.
Alright. Awesome. Lastly, you want to introduce your character?
Sure thing. Okay, so my name is Sean Cosley. I have Twitter and shit like that, but that's not important right now. I am playing a human fighter, and he has a couple names, but the one I'll give you for right now is Rory, Rory, and he's a level 1 human fighter. He has neutral alignment, and his personality traits, which these were pretty randomly picked, so I got what I got. Personality traits. I'm full of inspiring and cautionary tales from my military experience relevant to almost every combat situation. My ideals, nation, my city, nation, or people are all that matter. I would still, bonds, I would still lay down my life for the people I served with. And flaws, I have little respect for anyone who is not a proven warrior. So basically this dude's merc as fuck and just like gung-ho as shit, so this should be fun.
Yeah.
I think I have a lot of wiggle room, so to speak, with this guy, so it'll be an interesting one. There's some other background stuff, but I'm not going to reveal that right now because I feel like that is going to help with the story overall.
Yeah, I definitely read the text you sent me, and I'm going to use that when I get inspiration for it, so don't worry about that.
Sounds good. I'm not worried. I'm sure you'll find a way.
Yep. And finally, Doogie, can you introduce your character?
Hi, my name is Sean Douglas. I'm playing a Arakokra monk named Abel Dalka. You don't really see Arakokra very often because they actually tend to stick into the mountains, which is where my character actually practices monastic traditions until one fateful day when he snuck out of his monastery to kind of discover the world. This at first was it was kind of a wonder to him, and he loved the outside, and he found this village that he just kind of fell in love with, which is where his unfortunate series of events started. Whereas he met a tyrant while in this village who didn't. He was pretty bad. I mean, anything you can think a tyrant would be, evil, just kind of a all-around dick.
Well, to be fair, you can't really be called a tyrant if you're not kind of an asshole, so...
I mean, yeah, but he's like the dick of dicks.
The biggest dick.
Huh? Anyways.
His name is actually Richard, by the way.
God damn it, guys. Abel's ideals are freedom. Tyrants should never oppress poor people. His bonds are that he has a family, but no idea where they are, and he hopes to one day see them again. His flaw, because having met the tyrant, and actually tried to release this village from his rule, is the tyrant who rules my land will stop at nothing to see me killed. So he's just kind of tracking me down.
Okay, so that dude is still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive. I just fucked his face up.
Great.
Abel, however, even though that he did seem to fail there, he is still pretty confident in his own abilities, and that he uses that to instill courage into others. Also, I am the shortest out of this entire group, standing at 5 foot tall.
But you can
I'm
fly.
the tallest.
You can fly higher than anyone else.
I mean, yeah.
You bastard. It's gonna be so hard to deal with.
I'm the tallest. I'm actually much shorter than the original prototype for this character. I should probably do descriptions too. But I'm only 7'6", so I'm not 8 foot exactly now.
Yeah, you're not gonna tour over the barricade of the city anymore.
I mean, I probably still could, because that's still like good 4-foot arms reach. And my strength isn't nothing to scoff at.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can all of you guys just send me your ideals, bounds, and flow via Skype or something? I did not get all of them when you were actually describing your characters.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you them after we're done broadcasting.
Or actually, if it's on your sheet, that's fine. So.
Yeah, mine's on my sheet.
Yeah, mine's on the sheet.
Also, I'm an under thing, crown thing.
All right, sorry. Go on.
So, as I was saying in my backstory, he's not a very usual Goliath. Where Goliaths don't have pupils, it's usually just either white or blue eyes. Mine are completely black, and instead of like having gray molts in my skin, which are like these markings and patterns that we believe are like sacred and like reveal your destiny and all that bullshit. Mine are completely black, like
Because he has no life.
because of this, because of all of this bullshit that Cthulhu Jesus caused.
God damn it.
Also, I want to have a familiar, but I'm not entirely sure exactly how that works, so we'll have to go over that, because one thing I don't like about 5th edition is it doesn't tell you exactly what you have or what... Like, they tell you that you can have a familiar, but they won't tell you if you have a familiar. Like, they don't tell you, like, if you, like, how to handle having that.
I think familiars in 5th edition just give you stat bonuses when you roll.
Ah.
Like rats give you like +2 endurance or something.
Ah, okay. I'll look into that.
Interesting.
Alright, so anyone else want to do a quick description of the character? Or at least even more?
Oh, I was gonna say, forgot to describe him at all. So my character is 25, 6'1", weighs about 215, has beautiful hazel eyes, olive tan skin. So this guy fucks a lot of ladies, as you
What's
can
his
tell.
charisma stat? Just
And his dark brown hair. Oh, his charisma? Okay, if we're getting specific here, it's 14. So he's decent. Like, you know, does well for himself, but he ain't a god yet.
Mine's 17.
So yeah, like, you know, he likes to wingman with Dante here when they're at bars or taverns.
You know, when my character's not busy brooding.
Yeah, when your character's not busy being a little emo dick, they like to wingman each other.
Rory looks so much better when the guy next to him is just like a gloomy guy.
I mean, yeah.
He's like 7 feet something tall. So.
But here's the thing. Goths get a lot of poon.
I
the right
down on
kind?
this one.
The right kind? That's the question. Or are you just those gigolo chicks, man?
Is this really a discussion?
I don't know.
I was talking about Ostrogoths, but okay.
He can do whatever he wants. That's
Like
his
the
show.
original Goths.
Oh, okay. You're talking about like Roman times, sacking Italian cities and whatnot. Yeah, they did, but a lot of it was what you would call involuntary.
Yeah, and
When the women raped the
really,
churches.
I think it's a really good time to just shift the discussion. And Josh, why don't you talk about your character?
Okay, he's a 30-year-old 6'1" orc that looks kind of like Gandalf. Like, he wears gray robes and a gray pointy hat and carries a staff like Gandalf the Grey does. He has
But he's
black. Yes, he doesn't have a beard either. His beard is his squirrel. It clings
got peach
onto his
fuzz.
tusks.
It's got a little bit of peach fuzz.
Yeah, if you can just picture Shrek with a squirrel on his face, this guy's as Gandalf, it will be perfect.
Oh yeah, I sent you that picture.
Yeah, I don't
Hey.
think you have it on screen anymore,
Okay.
sadly.
But he has gray skin and a very, very light green skin tone.
Awesome. So Dante, should we go straight for the world
Dougie.
introduction? Oh, Dougie?
Well, I mean, yeah, if you want me to get in more into detail about my character. He's 20 years old, he stands 5 foot tall, he only weighs 90 pounds, so you know that he can take flight and everything.
I might have missed this, but did you tell them what your race is?
Yeah, I said he was
Okay.
an Aracocramung.
He's a bird person.
Yes,
yeah, I was
I
gonna
am a
ask,
bird
can you
person.
explain that to the newbies of
He is
D&D?
Halucha, the Pokemon.
Or
Yeah, that's actually a really
Josh.
good description.
But yeah, no, pretty much, yeah, he's a bird person, but, like, imagine a falcon as a person, and that is me.
Yeah,
And-
Falcon Punch and all that.
Oh, I wasn't even gonna go for that yet. Thanks, Anthony.
yeah, no, you can blame me for that joke.
You did pick a monk, so it would have come out eventually. So
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah.
Oh, what was your rank in the military? Were you a captain?
Costly.
Oh, me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it
So-
was you, man.
No, he was
Okay.
talking to Josh. Josh, you were talking to Dougie, right?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
For some
Captain
reason, I
Falcon.
thought Abel was in the
God damn it.
military.
I'll give it away though that like part of my past experience was I did fight in a mercenary group, and I was a lieutenant in that group, so I do have some actual experience. So there you go.
Oh, cool. That's good to know.
Yeah, dude. Then the military group's name was I was lieutenant in the company of the Red Hand.
Uh-oh.
So there you go, dude. Don't fuck with me.
Did he get caught red-handed?
Oh my gosh.
That way
There
you're
you
not
go.
part of that group anymore?
Yeah, dude. My mom said I wasn't allowed to hang with them anymore.
I thought you were 25.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, dude.
what's
No, this is canon now.
what's your sub race?
What's my sub race?
Yeah, like, cause you're like,
I'm human.
no, I'm talking about like your sub race.
Ethnicity?
Yeah,
My ethnicity? Dude, I'm white.
I meant
I
like what tribe you're from.
Oh, that's kind of part. I'm from the lands of Temeria. But that's kind of part of my backstory. I'm from far off, or somewhat distant land of Temeria. But you guys all know about the kingdom and whatnot, and its recent political issues.
I have no idea what's going on there.
I mean,
I mean,
I think
you
so.
like it's semi common knowledge, like based on where you are.
I think it's a really good time to just transition into world building right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think just to fit with Rory's character background, there should be a kingdom come Temeria. Maybe it's not the one we're adventuring here right now, but it's like somewhat close. Everyone knows about it. So, I mean, it's basically if you were all in France right now, his kingdom would be like England. So, you know what it is about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you want me to go more into detail with the world I actually kind of want to...
Yeah, and then also we can kind of decide how we know each other and all that.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm just going to give you a quick...
We're all Eskimo brothers.
God damn it.
That's the
Oh my
storyline. All right. So basically, the idea I had about it this week since last time we played with like this little prototype, which basically was set in a town which was set down by a curse where the nights were extremely dark, like unusually dark, where a normal flame could not bring light to it. and adventurer who actually went out of town needed some kind of holy source of lights to be able not to get attacked and assaulted by a creature from the dark, like zombies or whatever may
So-
lurk in there. I don't want to say too much.
Skeleton minotaurs.
Basically, yeah, anything I can
Scarecrows?
come up
Come
with
on.
and I want to run as a monster.
How
Clumps.
did that end up going last week? Like, did you continue it?
We beat up a scarecrow.
Ah,
Okay.
you're right. Yeah, that's basically what happened. You beat up
Yeah.
a scarecrow.
Oh,
You
okay.
almost
We
died.
almost set an entire farm on fire, and it was glorious.
Yeah, and
I should have done it too. I should have done it too because there would have been no adverse consequences.
yeah.
I knew there was a reboot coming next week. I was like, I should have done it.
Yeah, personally, I really like this idea, and I kind of want to explore it a bit more. So, what I want to do is basically have a whole world where the scares suddenly just fell down on it. So suddenly, travel at night is now impossible. The days are extremely short, and people basically need the help of clergy just to get around. And obviously, society is not prepared for this. So, adventurers have a lot of job on their end right now. So,
Oh,
what did you guys think about it?
So I just realized something. One of my best spells does necrotic damage, and I don't know how well that's going to work against undead.
We
It
still
would
don't
work
know
great. Just rot
poison.
their legs
Well,
and
it's not
arms.
just undead though. It's
What?
a lot of undead, but there's other
Also
stuff.
scarecrows.
Yeah,
I know, but I just need to know.
Poison works against zombies.
What was
Don't
that?
think it works against scarecrows either.
Uh-oh.
I
Hello?
can use fire though, so.
You're breaking up. Fuck. We're having some technical difficulties.
Wait, did Josh went away?
No.
Sue got out. Oh,
I'm here.
I'm here too.
Doug, are you here?
I think it's all his fault, dude.
I think their internet just went out.
Okay, can you
Is
hear me
everyone
now?
back?
Yeah,
What
we can hear
Yeah, we can hear you.
you. You guys' internet must have gone out.
Okay.
Okay.
I was
We're all
super
back now?
confused for a minute. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so where were we?
You're discussing the
Scarecrow.
curse.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I might be in trouble because Eldritch Blast, I believe, does
Necrotic damage.
exclusively necrotic. If not, I know one of my spells that's like really important to me does necrotic. No, that Eldritch Blast is force. Oh wait, I think it's Armin's arms. Keep going.
Alright, but honestly, I don't want to impose that on you, so if you have feedback or a thing you didn't really like with the two game we played or something like Special Domain or anything, just go ahead.
Well, you already asked me this, and I already kind of gave you my answer, but I definitely think that the purple torches should be should be more accessible.
Oh, yeah, right.
They shouldn't take like 2 hours to make also.
Yeah, I actually agree with this. So,
Maybe use oil, make it so it's oil, because you're going to be soaking torches in oil before you use it anyway.
yeah, it's probably gonna be that way, like you suggested. So instead of actually requiring a priest to lit the thing, and the thing like taking 10-15 minutes to do so, it's just gonna be like special holy oil you can buy from the church at probably some highish price, but you get basically be able to transport it wherever you go and light a torch by yourself in like a
believe
normal
I did.
action. So
I believe I get, like, turn undead next level.
yeah, but also don't worry too much about that. I'm not just gonna throw undeads after undeads after undead because it's gonna get boring for everyone.
What I'm trying to say is, I think I'll be fine with. I think I'll be okay. Also, I'm telepathic.
That's nice.
I keep forgetting that's a thing that I can do.
Wait, does your telepathy extend to animals also?
Yeah, as long as they can understand at least one language.
Okay, I might have you talk to Alfonso to tell him to do things, because I can't.
Well, does Alfonso actually speak common or understand it?
Is he a familiar?
No. He's not
Just
familiar.
that he probably doesn't understand the language.
They'll probably end up multi-classing and just getting speak to animal.
This whole leveling up system just to get this one perk.
Dude, I once upgraded. I once leveled a fighter a ridiculous amount to make him a shadow dancer also, and he was not originally built to be a shadow dancer, but I really wanted this asshole to teleport.
Damn, dude, dedication.
I did that with the rogue assassin once.
So Dante, what's next on the to-do list?
On the to-do list, well, you didn't really describe too much about the world. You just kind of gave us.
Well, to be honest, the way I like to DM is basically have a kind of a shallow world at first and develop it as we go with the character, with their backstories and all. So that's basically just the feel I want with it.
Uh-huh.
So that's all I have for now, and I didn't want to come here at the table with a gigantic 15-part stories already ready to be told. So. Well,
so you don't want to be Adam Coble.
Well, oh, shots fired.
Damn.
First episode of any series he does, he just sets up, or the freaking for Steven at the first episode of Icelanders, like that entire first episode was just exposition.
Yeah, but
on
to
his
be fair,
part.
The system he was playing kind of demanded this kind of.
It's also just literally exposition in the game.
Yeah.
I actually am really interested in playing that, though, by the way.
I would be too, but basically what I really liked when I read the Dungeon World books and all that stuff was just create a shadow world and hopefully players going to help you populate it. And if you don't, then I guess I'll just have to write a whole freaking story all by myself.
Yeah.
Oh, how do we all know each other?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Eskimo Brothers.
Yeah, dude, I already told you that.
Oh, yeah, that might be your first ID. Or maybe you just all met in one town if
Maybe
we don't have
we're
any
all
cool
like-
ID.
We all looked at each other like, listen, we all can't afford to pay this prostitute on our own, but if we put all our money together, then we can take turns. That's what happened. That's my theory.
Fucking costly.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I know.
Perhaps.
Alright, so that's plan, like, C. So
Okay.
we're gonna not have to fall
What
back
if just
on that.
we all meet each we maybe just like go off the idea that we all know each other already and that we're just like we've done a mission or two before, but like so we can just kind of go into it.
Maybe. Yeah, that could work. Or we could kind of just pull a straight West Marshes, and then just we don't know each other, but we're all kind of like we need a job.
I really love that we just pull out references to Me JP shows for like the past 15 minutes. Like it's common knowledge to everyone.
Oh,
Well, I
geez.
would be doing the other Dungeons and Dragons podcast that I listen, the other ones that I listen to, but I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that listens to Drunks and Dragons. At least. Oh, you do too now?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of got me into it.
Okay, well. I mean, you could also always have us start out being tied to a slab for some huge necromancer thing.
Well, to be fair, I came prepared with like a first dungeon and all that stuff for you to run through, and I was going to have you start in media res of like a dungeon. I don't want to speak too much about it because I'm definitely going to use that introduction for next week. So
Yeah, this one's This is just kind of an episode to kind of. I'm probably gonna make this the trailer.
Like an 1 hour long trailer. Get the hypes going.
They did that with Ashes of Volcana.
Yeah, but basically I really just wanted to avoid this, it's like 15 first minute of a game where it's like, you're in a bar, what do you do? Alright guys, just
I get
be
drunk.
friend now, be friend, alright, we can go on an adventure now, so we're gonna start off doing something interesting at least.
Okay.
So if you want to fill out the detail why are you met, that's up to you.
I feel like my character probably wouldn't really my character kind of stays to himself because he kind of believes that he's cursed. I mean, he more or less is. So
Yeah, so basically someone would actually have to go towards you for bringing you into the group.
yeah,
Gel probably knows Grimseer somehow because he's trying to be the best wizard ever. So
Warlocks and wizards I feel don't get along very well.
he might have gone to him for scrolls or something.
I don't do that shit.
Well, maybe you
He
just
probably doesn't know that.
well, maybe you were both like in some kind of town and Gel saw Grim at a bar and was like, oh, maybe I can learn something about magic, so I better introduce myself or something.
So a giant man walks into a bar, and an orc follows him.
Basically, yeah. I mean, that's just a suggestion.
Yeah, that could work.
I guess Captain Falcon and Rory are both have background in the military.
Addo.
Abel's a monk. I got confused. I thought he was in the military for some reason.
He is now. It's canon. Whether he wants it or not.
No, his monastery has rank, and he was the rank of captain.
Of course.
The captain of the monk.
His monastery is at sea.
It seems like such a bad place.
Oh, no, wait.
Pirate
bird.
monks. No,
So he's a
guys,
seagull. He's a
Guys.
seagull.
hear me out.
I'm a falcon, damn it.
Guys, hear me out. Pirate monks.
Go on.
I'm done with
That's what this campaign's gonna be. Everyone rebuild your character to be monks. Anthony, rebuild the world to be a pirate ship. We're
Yes.
gonna do this shit.
Screw that, Gears. Pirate monk.
Dude, let's all become pirates. I'm kidding, not really.
We already have a cowboy-themed podcast coming out in 2 weeks.
Build the hype. Build the hype.
Cowboy thing, what do you talk about? You know, long days on the trail, how the cattle keep getting taken away, like what?
Yeah, realistic
there's a-
always.
It's D&D 5th edition, but with cowboys.
Oh shit.
So there's right now the town that you that you guys are gonna be starting in is like in the middle of it's bullet breeding season. So there's a lot of bullets in the area. So people are just getting eaten from the ground.
Well, actually, if never mind. Got confused with something else. So yeah, I'm sorry to not have come with like a fully fledged world out right off the gates.
That's fine.
Okay.
But honestly, if you have suggestion or anything, just send it to me by Skype. I'll do some more background work when we actually start.
Just keep the pirate monk thing.
I know
fresh in
it's
your minds.
it's noted. It's noted.
Well, I mean, as long as you're probably gonna work my store background into it. I'm gonna give you free reigns. Other than that, dude, you're the DM.
So it has been raining for 3 months in a row, and now everything is synced.
Don't tease me with water, dude. I'm in California right now. That's just mean.
Sorry.
Don't tease me
Yeah,
with all this
the
talk of
rest of
extra water.
To the world, the rest of the world, the movie Waterworld is a horrifying apocalyptic situation. To Costly and the rest of the fuckers in California, that's a dream.
Dude, it's like heaven. It's like what we think, like, you die, you go to a better place. Really, it's Waterworld, just the opposite where we are right now. There you go, dude.
You can mind the cannibals because there's water.
Dude, if there's water, that's all we want. I mean, yeah, maybe there's lawlessness and, you know, a cheap 80s action movie, but whatever, it's worth it.
Yeah, all for the water. But I haven't watched Waterworld. Is it salt water or is it actually drinkable one?
It's salt water.
Okay, so it's just a step up or a side step, I guess.
Either one, really. It can go either way, to be perfectly honest.
Alright. Costly, how much time
Yes.
do we have before you have to leave?
About 20 minutes.
Okay. So, Dante, anything else you want to do for the first episode?
Not particularly. I feel like this is pretty good.
Just gonna edit the silence and me talking gibberish.
Yeah, I'll just put subtitles in.
Was it that bad, damn it?
No, it wasn't. You've actually, like I've said before, your English has improved greatly since you started doing this more regularly.
Yeah. Do we
I
go?
remember when I met Anthony, like, or talked to him like a year and a half ago, like, oh my god. That the French-Canadian accent on his English, so hard to understand.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
I know.
It's not bad at all now.
I can understand you better than my British friends.
That's
You won't go
good.
skateboards?
Want to go skateboards?
Should
am
we go
really
offline by now? Like off air, I mean.
I mean, if you want to call it a show for right now for the intro.
I mean, for
Yeah.
the intro, it's done. Now it's kind of just weird.
Yeah, no, I'm actually gonna stop
I am
podcasting.
man, yeah.